Okay, let me start with a confession. I love tacos, who doesn't? But let's be clear, I'm not talking about those soggy, limp fast food caricatures with orange cheese, iceberg lettuce, and beef that are more mysterious than meat. No, I'm talking about tacos that feel like they've lived a life. Real tacos, the kind that speak to you, are born in Mexico, cradled in a warm tortilla, vibrant with lime, cilantro, and just the right amount of heat. But then there's American tacos, a whole different species, and unraveling their mystery requires a little patience and a lot of margaritas. Tacos in the US have evolved, sometimes for the better and often for the worse. They've been Americanized, commercialized, and bastardized, often beyond recognition. But somewhere in that tangled mess of culture and cuisine, something interesting happened. The taco, humble, handheld, and undeniably delicious, crossed the border and found itself at the heart of American food culture. What began as a street food wrapped in simplicity and love has now become a canvas for American creativity. Some would call it culinary appropriation, others would say it's adaptation. Either way, you've got everything from deep-fried taco shells to fusion versions stuffed with Korean barbecue or buffalo chicken. Tex-Mex, arguably the most American of tacos, has its roots in the borderlands. It's where Mexico meets Texas in a messy, spicy, beautiful marriage of flavors. Here you'll find tacos overflowing with ground beef, with cheese so yellow it glows, and sour cream slathered like sunscreen on a tourist. It's bold, brash, and unapologetic, much like Texas itself. For purists, this might be an abomination. But for the millions of Americans who've never seen a taco stand in Mexico, this is comfort food. It's their gateway to something more authentic, if they're lucky enough to venture out and explore the real deal. Enter the food truck revolution, and with it, the reinvention of the American taco. Food trucks breathed life into what had become stale and predictable. They put tacos back in the hands of the people, literally. You could walk up to a window, cash in hand, and get something that tasted like it came from a Mexican grandmother's kitchen. Not just your basic carne asada or chicken, but pork belly, roasted duck meat, even vegan tacos if that's your thing. These food trucks operating in cities like LA, Austin, and New York sparked a taco renaissance. Suddenly, people were talking about authenticity again, celebrating fresh ingredients and the simplicity that made tacos so revered in the first place. Here's the question that lingers in my mind. What are we really chasing when we reinvent the taco? Are we honoring its origins, or are we just diluting its essence? American tacos have become a Frankenstein creation, stitched together from disparate influences, ideas, and trends. And maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just the natural evolution of food in a globalized world, or maybe it's something more cynical, a reflection of our desire to take something beautiful and turn it into fast, cheap, and easy consumption. Yet, despite all that, I can't help but respect the taco in all its forms, even the Americanized ones, because at the end of the day, it's still a taco, it's still handheld, it's still fun, it's still messy in the best possible way. American tacos may not be perfect, they may not even be tacos by some standards, but they tell a story of migration, adaptation, and a little bit of culinary rebellion. They reflect who we are as a culture, hungry for new experiences, eager to mix things up, and willing to take something and make it our own, even if we lose a little of the original magic along the way. So, the next time you're biting into an overstuffed, cheese-drenched American taco, ask yourself, is it good? Does it bring you joy? If the answer is yes, well, then maybe that's all that matters. After all, a taco, whether authentic or not, should never be taken too seriously. I hope you have enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something. Please like and subscribe if you so choose. Remember, as always, cook, drink, eat, and repeat.